Hello, we are in the room today with Jordan Brooks, our Director of Programmatic Media Buying. My name is Alan Ambro. I'm Head of Strategy and Business Development here at Catalyst. All right, Jordan, let's get started.
Let's give her.
First question is, we hear a lot about programmatic and programmatic ad buying. I was wondering if you could just high level quickly take us through what exactly is programmatic ad buying.
Absolutely. Programmatic buying is really just a means of how a digital buy is executed currently. It's more of an evolution compared to a revolution. Functionally, all of the systems that you use for network buys, etc., are the same. It's just a more efficient way to execute.
Okay. How does it differ from, say, buying a homepage takeover from a primary publisher site?
Yeah, so the publisher, anything that's high impact like that will still be publisher direct, but if you think of their standard executions, it's kind of inefficient to have a sales team as well as a media buying team meet for lunch to discuss how to sign that IO. Realistically, you can do that all with machine to machine using all the data segments, any of the publisher first-party data or the advertiser first-party data, as well as any of the third-party exchanges.
Okay. I'm glad you mentioned third-party data. When it comes to me targeting certain users or certain potential customers,
yes.
What are my options from a targeting perspective?
Well, there's a couple different ways you can do it. I mean, I list out first, second, and third-party data. So from the advertiser seat, it's the first-party data. So any of that, they can either activate offline data through their CRM. That'll take some cookie matching and a fairly technical process, as well as just using their site, so any of the site retargeting, stuff like that, segmenting your users based on their affinity on your pages. Now, second-party data I use as the publisher data, so there are instances where accessing any given publisher's data via the exchange is possible. That creates kind of a enterprise-level agreement. And that, as well as third-party data, so those are just data exchanges, your Blue Kais, Exulates, that have user intent data based on their kind of secret sauce and whatever taxonomy they've created.
Okay, so first-party data, what somebody did through
Yep.
my own site that
Yep.
I know about them. Second-party data, what the publishers know about their own user base.
Correct.
And then the third-party data being any number of additional data sources about what users are doing online.
It's more, the third-party data is more of a data aggregate. So if you think of second-party data as a single site, the third-party data will be many sites, so thousands of sites building user intent based on that.
Okay, great. And one other thing I wanted to ask about is related to fraudulent bot traffic.
Yep.
We're hearing a lot in the news about how much advertisers are spending on this.
Yep.
Why is this so pervasive?
Well, the biggest thing is the money. I mean, with programmatic ad buying, if you have teams that aren't as sophisticated, they can get caught in this kind of ad fraud trap. I mean, it's not necessarily a programmatic problem, it's more of a digital media problem. All of the protocols are executed similarly, so one network buy can also be fraudulent, same as a programmatic buy. Really the way to get around this is to use any of your technology buffers as well as a smart team.
Okay, so look to your agency partners or your folks on your staff.
Programmatic specialists, if they're good, they know exactly what they're looking for and what they're not looking for when executing. So they can pretty much get around most of this using a mixture of technology as well as their own common sense. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Great. Thank you, Jordan.
No problem.
That's all we got for today. Thank you so much. Subscribe to our channel.